Welcome! Yesterday's NBA news from the 21st of July. I got rejected for another job, so there's that. Why the fuck did I include that? I don't know. Well, I do know because I'm sad and I want to express that somewhere into the world. So I'm sorry for trauma dumping. Haha. Nah, it's not trauma dumping. Sorry for job rejection dumping. But let's get into it. We have some news, we have some interesting topics to talk about, as Sam Hauser has reached a 4-year, $45 million extension with the Boston Celtics. Really good signing for the Celtics, obviously one of the league's premier shooters. And the Celtics just have infinite money, unfortunately, so they'll always find a way. Nah, but I mean, the Celtics are just so well ran, right? Nothing else you can do, really. I don't know what can actually stop them. I don't know. Obviously, their play and other players are there, but in terms of ownership, in terms of how they move, how they operate, I think the Celtics are just, as Joey Light Years would say, light years ahead back in the day for my Warriors. DJ Stewart agreed to a 2-way contract with the Bulls after an impressive summer league with the Bulls, so that's good for him, good for the Bulls. And Jeff Doughton Jr. agreed on a 2-way deal with the Sixers. He had an impressive summer league. Liked him when he played one game for my Warriors back in the day. So happy that he gets a chance with the Sixers on a 2-way in a good situation, obviously. Then there were talks about the NBA expansion that seems inevitable at this point and stage. LeBron obviously is very rumored that he will be interested in having that Las Vegas expansion, which just seems inevitable in and of itself. And the discussion about the expansion should intensify before this next season, which means over the next couple of months. Las Vegas and Seattle are heavy favorites, which makes sense, right? Las Vegas, hockey, Raiders moving there, essentially Oakland moving to Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas is that destination, even though there are some things I hate about it, right? But the Las Vegas Knights have been great. Las Vegas Aces have been great. So it is what it is, unfortunately. And it feels like they will for sure be a spot. And Seattle is the second heavy favorite. Obviously, the Sonics. A lot of people have been asking for the Sonics back in the league for a long time. So I'm happy that those answers will be very likely answered. What? That those... whatever, you know what I tried to say, right? I don't think you do. Those prayers will be answered very likely. Anyway, I liked it obviously, but it will need a conference realignment because both these teams will very likely head into the Western Conference, right? Which would mean there would be 18 teams, 17 teams to the Eastern's 15, which would mean one team had to move to the East. And the most realistic moves are Grizzlies, Pelicans, or the T-Wolves. To me, Minnesota makes the least sense in a way. The Grizzlies obviously are probably the closest to all the other Eastern Conference teams. New Orleans obviously also. So will be interesting which team moves. My bet would be on the Grizzlies right now, but obviously we'll have to wait and see how all of this pans out. But my projection, my expectation is that Las Vegas and Seattle will get those franchises probably running by 2028, maybe 2030. I would say 2028, 2027, somewhere like that. Even though it can move quickly, right? Who knows? Maybe we'll see them in 2026 already. But my guess would be the Grizzlies will move to the Eastern Conference, but obviously we're projecting very far away from now, or at least it seems very far away, unless obviously, who knows, maybe we'll get hit with the news that the expansion is happening next year. Things move fast. I would expect it by 2027 more than 2026, still, like I said, but who knows, it might be here sooner than we all, believed or thought it would be. Then we had the international friendlies, which are obviously Olympic preparation. Team Canada beat Puerto Rico 103-93. Puerto Rico will be a really interesting team here, a really feisty team. Alvarado, obviously, Jose Alvarado from the Pelicans is their lead star. While for Canada, obviously one of the favorites for the tournament, one of the biggest competitors to the US. Dylan Brooks, Alexander Walker, Trey Lyles, Archie Barrett, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, both all in double-digit scoring. Jamal Murray, another weird game. He doesn't fit with this team in a way, right? Which is hilarious. So we'll see how Canada looks heading into the Olympics. That I think start actually on Saturday, right? I think Saturday is the official day where we start actual basketball games. So that will be fun. I will be covering that, obviously. Then Serbia beat Japan 119-100. Jokic had 18, 8, and 7. While Rui for Japan had 29 points. Really good preparation for Serbia. If Bogdanovic can stay healthy and will play, obviously he didn't play against America. They had a really good half against them. And who knows, right? Maybe Jokic can just go guard mode and will his team to victory. Even though they're for sure not one of the favorites, but they could be a sneaky team here in the Olympics without a doubt. And then we had Australia beat France 83-82. France has been really disappointing to me in their preparation for this Olympic games. The offense looks bad. Does Bambi not have enough help, right? And he is still himself raw. So the question is, can he even be offensively, good enough? So that really scares me, and Josh Giddey was getting whatever he wanted. Patty Mills also, but Patty Mills, we know about him, but Josh Giddey, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists for Australia, and he was running the show there and played great, which doesn't make me happy, but it is what it is, and France makes me even less happy. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about France. Maybe they could actually crash out in the group stage, which would be kind of funny, because I still don't like Rudy Gobert, but I do wish well for Bambi, so we'll see what happens there. Then in the Summer League, we obviously had the semi-final games, which led to the Heat being in the finals against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies beat the Clippers 99-98. Kobe Brown went 1 for 2 from the free throw line with 1.7 seconds left, which I should write there. While the Heat beat the Warriors 102-99, Warriors had 2 crucial turnovers down the stretch. Spencer was involved in both. One of them was really bad from him. The other one was, hey, maybe he could have caught it, maybe he could not have with his momentum, but it was tough for the Warriors. I really actually wanted the Summer League Championship in a way, because I thought it would be a real fun way to start this upcoming season in a way. But it is what it is. Quinton Post played again and played some solid minutes. While Josh Christopher had a 4th quarter masterclass for the Heat, and Kelal Var keeps impressing me, so he might have a really good impact in his first year. I'm not sure if at the Derek Lively level, right? We know Derek Lively had a great impact for the Mavericks. We'll see how much of an impact Kelal Var can have, but if he can come anywhere close to what Derek Lively did for the Mavericks, it will be scary. And Kevin Knox had 31 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist with 2 blocks for the Warriors on 12 of 17 shooting from the field. Had himself a great game, had himself a pretty solid Summer League ball in, and I hope he gets a training camp deal somewhere, right? He can sign with the Warriors very likely. So I hope he still finds his place. He still has some potential there. He's still pretty young, right? He's still like 26, even though it's his like 7th year. So I hope he gets his chance. And lastly, we'll talk about the consolation game standouts. I'll go over them real quickly because I don't want to, talk about them as much, because I've just not had the time to watch all these games, all these things. But these are the guys I found in a way intriguing, or I noticed, or I obviously paid some attention to, because they will be likely playing with some teams next season. But obviously I missed some guys. I have not watched everything, so please forgive me for that. Chris Murray, the 23rd pick for the Blazers last season, had himself a good game. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks on 5 of 13 shooting from the field. Still a weird pick to me, considering how he played his rookie season, and the Summer League wasn't that great either. He doesn't have the talent his brother has, obviously. And to me, he feels more like a 2nd rounder than a 1st rounder, but maybe he can be a sniper down the line for the Blazers, which obviously shooting around Scoot, around Anthony Simons, around Shaedon Sharpe will be very much needed. Ron Holland, the 5th pick for the Pistons this season. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals on 9 of 17 shooting from the field. Had himself a really solid summer league. I thought he would struggle more. Obviously wasn't as efficient as you would like for any player here pretty much, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Ron Holland and how he feels and looks on the basketball court. Obviously we'll see how that looks when he's next to All-Star, next to Kate and all these guys. How will the spacing work with Detroit will be interesting. I guess Tobias Harris will lead them to the promised land at the end of the day. Then Kyle Filipowski had 26 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals on 8 of 22 shooting from the field. 32nd pick this season for Utah, and he looks really good, man. He looks polished. He looks really solid. He has some type of dog in him, I would say, from what I've seen. Obviously could be a shooter. If Lauri Markkanen stays, I think that's the perfect comparison for him, right? And the perfect guy to learn from in terms of how they could play. So yeah, that's a great pick for Utah, even though once again, Utah, I hate Utah, man. Whatever. Jared McCain had 15 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists on 5 of 12 shooting from the field. The 16th pick from this year's draft. Finally didn't shoot 30%, right? It was a little better. But he's had a struggle from the field in the summer league. That was the biggest fear for him with his size coming into the league. But we obviously have to wait and see how that looks in the league. I like his attitude. I like him a lot. So I think he'll figure it out. But the summer league wasn't pretty. That's just what that is. Baylor Shearman, 13.7 rebounds, 4 assists on 4 of 13 shooting from the field. The 30th pick this season for the Celtics. Had a good first game, then kind of fizzled out, but I mean, we all know the Celtics. He'll for sure have a game where he hits 5 3-pointers for no apparent reason, right? He'll be a sniper. You know that. Shearman sniper. Jordan Walsh, the 38th pick from last season for the Celtics, NBA champion, obviously had his best game, even though he struggled in the summer league. He seems to have a good attitude and had 18.7 rebounds to assists with 2 blocks on 7 of 14 shooting. Rob Dillingham had his best game, 8th pick for the T-Wolves, obviously one of their projects to replace Mike Conley eventually. 25 points, 3 rebounds, 12 assists on 11 of 18 shooting from the field. Like Rob a lot. Shot creation, the assertiveness, the dog in him. Question is, can he be consistent and efficient enough? And how will he fit next to Edwards? And will they, not ball pound too much in a way? Leonard Miller, also for the T-Wolves, the third pick from last season, at 28 and 2 on 9 of 15 shooting. I think he could get some minutes in the Kyle Anderson role next season for them. But we'll have to wait and see about that, because he even had a good G League season last year. Joshua Minott had 19, 4 and 3 on 7 of 12 shooting from the field for the 5th pick 2 years ago now. Completely forgot about him, but I knew the name, so... There's that. Scottie Pippen Jr., I guess you know whose son he is. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists on 5 of 15 shooting from the field. A really good summer league for him. It was like the first triple-double since Bruce Brown in Las Vegas. Undrafted guy for the Grizzlies playing, obviously here. He'll be playing in the championship game. And G.G. Jackson had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for the 5th pick this season. Last season for the Grizzlies, and he's showcased some scoring ability even last year. And this year's pick for the Grizzlies, 39th, Jalen Wells at 28, 3 and 2 on 9 of 12 shooting from the field, 6 of 7 from the 3-point line. So that's nice. That's really nice. Well, for the Clippers, it was Jordan Miller with 28, 2 and 4 on 8 of 14 shooting from the field. Cam Christie, the brother of Max Christie, 6 of 11 from the 3-point line. Kobe Brown had himself a good game besides the missed free throw, 6 of 7 from the field, 17 points. And Moussa Diabate, all these guys for the Clippers. For Orlando, it was Theo Maledon, Jared Culver, Jay Huff, and Charlie Brown Jr. Jay Huff, known Summer League legend. Jared Culver and Theo Maledon played in the league. Culver with the Hawks lastly, I think. Theo Maledon, I lastly saw him with the Hornets. So there's that, and some undrafted guys that had good performances today was Brandon Slater, 10 of 16 shooting from the field, 30 points, and Trevor Kills had 6 of 7 from the 3-point line. He was the 42nd pick in 2022 for the Knicks, but he has no team yet, played with the G League T-Wolves last season. Anyway, that's it for the Summer League pretty much, because we have the final tonight, and that's it. The Olympics start on Saturday, so I'll be I'll do like a preview, talk about the Olympics. Tonight I'm pretty sure Serbia plays again, and the US team plays against Germany, so that will be fun. And talk to me, man. Your favorite guys from the Summer League. How do you feel? How excited are you about some of your guys from the Summer League? If you want, if you don't, obviously that's also fine. And let me know how excited are you for the Olympics. At the end of the day, ball is life. I don't need a job, right? Thank you, mom. Anyway, be kind to yourself and others as always. Be gentle with yourselves. And yeah, let life be. And keep being, man. Keep being.